Your first impression of this report?
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. Look, I think this is better than everyone feared. Numbers definitely coming in a little bit stronger than what people are worried about, especially given all the headlines around the softening IT environment and recessions and obviously the banking crisis. So to see these sort of numbers where Azure growth was actually in line with guidance and not worse, when I think investors I was talking to were preparing for a miss on the Azure line, which is obviously the most important line in this one. Windows OEM less bad than feared. Commercial bookings look pretty solid relative to their guidance. And I think putting this all together, it's showing us that enterprise software and cloud and AI, right? And we can get to that in a second, is definitely more resilient than people are fearing. And that's why this stock is up. And that's why you're seeing a lot of enterprise software trading up in the aftermarket right now.
Yeah. Any sense of the movement in market share in terms of Azure? And what does that tell you about the macro environment that you're still seeing that type of growth in cloud?
I think it's telling us two things, right? Number one, it's telling us that we are still early in the migration to the cloud. I know there were definitely worries about cloud saturation and did COVID just pull forward all of the migration to the cloud. But based on our checks, the answer to that is no, is that there's still a lot of low-hanging fruit left to migrate to the cloud. And really just this game-changing invention and innovation with generative AI is only going to be a forcing function for the migration to the cloud. Second, I think it's showing us that Microsoft is very much the more enterprise-focused player out of the big three hyperscale cloud vendors. And I think that's also showing up in the resilience of their numbers.